Happy Monday, everybody. My name is Brandon Rose, and welcome to episode 352 of the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. Every Monday, this podcast covers new game releases, the previous week's gaming news, and we all learn an Xbox-related fun fact together. This show is on YouTube and podcast services around the world, so please subscribe in your favorite and leave a review. To start, let's talk game releases. There were no big games out last week, but the games coming out this week include Aerial Knights Drop Shot, Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown, Backrooms Level X, Deathmatch Love Comedy, Cludica, Harvest Cafe, Outpath, Showgunners, Styx Blades of Greed, Soul Singer Envoy of Death, Horror Tale 2 4K Remaster, Liquor Store Simulator, and Wood Turning 3D. Now to last week's biggest news stories, and we have 4 to cover this week. Number 1. A roundup of all the Xbox reveals from February 2026 State of Play. Fraser Gilbert at Pure Xbox writes, today's PlayStation State of Play event for February 2026 included a bunch of games that are also coming to Xbox, including the likes of Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition, John Wick, Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2, and a whole lot more. So let's get into it. Here are all the Xbox reveals from February 2026 State of Play event. 1. Legacy of Kain Defiance Remastered announced trailer coming March 3rd, 2026. Legacy of Kain Ascendance announcement trailer coming March 31st, 2026. Dead or Alive 6th Last Round announced trailer coming June 25th, 2026. Dead or Alive New Project teaser trailer TBD. Brigantine Abyss teaser trailer TBD 2026. Control Resonant gameplay reveal TBD 2026. Crimson Moon announced trailer TBD 2026. Beast of Reincarnation release date trailer coming August 4th, 2026 and on Game Pass. Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition reveal trailer February 19th, 2026. Mina the Howler release window trailer spring 2026. Neva Prologue reveal trailer February 19th, 2026. Project Windless reveal trailer TBD. Star Wars Galactic Racer gameplay trailer TBD 2026. Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2 announced trailer August 27th, 2026. Darwin's Paradox release date trailer April 2nd, 2026. Castlevania Belmont's Curse announcement trailer TBD 2026. Untitled John Wick game reveal trailer TBD. And Marathon release date trailer March 5th, 2026. As far as State of Plays goes, this was a A+, potentially S tier level State of Play with announcements, new reveals, extended looks. Really enjoyed what they put together. A couple of shout outs for the Xbox platform. Really want to see what Control Resonant turns out to be. 2 years ago, I went through the entire Alan Wake Control-averse, so that was really cool to play and experience. But shout out Star Wars Galactic Racer. Now, I was not big into the pod racing game back on the Nintendo 64, even though I've been a huge fan of Star Wars ever since I was a kid, and a huge fan of the N64. But this game looks pretty dope. Looks like a little bit of Star Wars, a little bit of pod racing, and a little bit of Burnout. But the other star of the show, well, let's get into story number 2. Marathon reaffirms March release date with February server slam, Sony State of Play. Michael Crepe at IGN writes, after a significant delay in a rocky 2025, Bungie shared another look at Marathon at the February 2026 State of Play, reaffirming its March 5th release date with a weekend server slam. The former Halo developer took to today's presentation to show off more of its sci-fi extraction shooter. Those excited to see how it lives up to the studio's legacy can hop in as early as part of an upcoming server slam, which is scheduled to take place from February 26th through March 2nd. Quote, in Marathon, you'll scavenge the lost colony of Tau Ceti as a bio-cybernetic runner, end quote, Bungie said when describing its game in a PlayStation blog post. Quote, play with your crew as a solo runner or form uneasy alliances with proximity chat as you take on hostile security forces, rival runners, and unpredictable environments. Complete contracts, craft new builds, and take on greater challenges culminating with the derelict Marathon ship in orbit, end quote. In a separate video, Bungie outlined exactly what the Marathon Server Slam grants access to and how participants will be rewarded, in addition to pre-launch access to the Perimeter and Dire March zones, as well as 6 runner shells. Players will be able to take on opening contracts for 5 factions. Progress grants bonus loot at launch, including a standard arrival cache for completing the first mission, an enhanced arrival cache for reaching level 10, and a deluxe arrival cache for reaching level 30. Bungie also guaranteed access to a special emblem and player banner for Server Slam players. Meanwhile, PlayStation Plus subscribers can nab bonus weapon charms themed around Ghost of Yotei, Death Stranding 2, and Helldivers 2 at launch. Marathon has been in a rocky spot to say the least. The game was revealed in May 2023 as a reboot of the classic Bungie franchise, but its development has been fraught with multiple rounds of layoffs, and its former director being fired following a misconduct investigation. Most recently, Bungie had to launch a thorough review after it was found that Marathon contained artwork from an uncredited artist, a situation that has fans uncertain about the game and studio's future, especially in light of the uphill battle the extraction shooter genre has to succeed right now. It was originally set for a September 23, 2025 release date, but after alpha test feedback was pushed indefinitely before setting a new release window of March 2026. Give me this game on March 5th. I cannot wait. The calendar has been marked. The calendar has been marked for the Server Slam. I am about to be all inside of this game. Arc Raiders really awoken something in the extraction shooter genre, and I have been a big Bungie fan from Halo all the way through Destiny, so I cannot wait to play this game for myself. Number 3, Microsoft apparently expects the Xbox Series era to last despite next-gen plans. Ben Carey of Pure Xbox writes, in recent days, we've started to see lots of news and reporting about Microsoft's next-gen plans, but what about Xbox Series X and S? Are those consoles set to carry on being supported? Well, despite Microsoft's focus on moving away from those systems a little bit in the last few years, the company seemingly expects them to last well into the future, potentially even longer than the Xbox One. In a report from Windows Central, writer Jez Corden touches on the longevity of the Xbox Series X and S when speaking about next-gen plans. Corden says, quote, I'm told Microsoft expects the Gen 9 Xbox Series X and S to have a longer tail than usual, end quote, in part due to a, quote, broadening hardware ecosystem, end quote, once the more expensive next-gen systems enter the market. Of course, in recent years, it's largely been third-party still supporting Xbox One, but it's been well supported nonetheless, especially when you keep Xbox Cloud gaming capabilities in mind as well. However, Xbox Series X and S still feel pretty modern in this day and age, and the report goes on to say that systems like the Switch 2 will keep them relevant for some time yet. Some of this seemingly is logical guesswork from the Xbox reporter, but it's interesting to discuss in any case, particularly when Corden says he's heard Microsoft reckons Xbox Series could last longer than the past console generations. Ultimately, we'll have to wait and see how things shade out, but we expect Series X and S to be around to a good while yet, with how the next gen is looking at this time. Nothing really major out of this news story, but just important to touch on. With the seemingly expected high cost of Xbox's next-gen consoles, it's no surprise to me that the Series X and S will be around here for a very long time. And number 4, Microsoft could reportedly merge Xbox Game Pass Premium and PC Game Pass. Jordan Midler at Video Games Chronicle writes, Microsoft is reportedly exploring a merger of its two Game Pass tiers, uniting the service's PC and console offerings. Currently, Microsoft offers PC Game Pass, which gives PC players access to Game Pass titles on PC only. This tier also includes EA Play and access to Microsoft's first-party games on day one. The publisher also offers Xbox Game Pass Premium, which offers the console, PC, and cloud libraries without EA Play. According to The Verge, Microsoft could soon simplify its lineup by combining the two tiers into a single offering. It's also claimed that Microsoft could experiment with a free version of its Xbox Cloud gaming service. The Verge also notes that combining the tiers would be framed as an effort to expand Game Pass's offering and potentially include more third-party services as a value add. PC Game Pass currently costs $16.49 per month. Xbox Game Pass Premium, which was formerly known as Xbox Game Pass Standard, costs $14.99 per month. Microsoft announced sweeping Game Pass price increases in October. Game Pass's highest tier, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, now costs $29.99 per month, up from $19.99. Yes, this was obvious, this makes sense. They need to simplify all this, so it's very understandable for the modern consumer about what they need if they want to join the subscription service for Game Pass. As seemingly more and more people have multiple ways to play games, whether they have a gaming PC, a console, everyone has a phone, or they want to partake in cloud gaming on, say, a TV or a streaming stick. It's still quite hard to justify that $29.99 a month for Game Pass Ultimate, even with all the perks that it has. But I was one who, as soon as the price increase happened, went and found a deal, and I think I have Game Pass until about 2028. So I will be good for a while. As always, we end our show with a fun fact about Xbox, and I thought this was a funny list that the IGN staff just put together for the top 10 best funny games. Let's take a look. They are not ordered, but they include the following games: Promise Mascot Agency, Frog Detective: The Entire Mystery, South Park: The Stick of Truth, Octodad: Dadliest Catch, The Stan Lee Parable, West of Loathing, Portal 2, The LucasArts Legacy, Time Gentleman Please, The Secret of Monkey Island, and Disco Elysium. I've played maybe 3 or 4 of these games. Disco Elysium is a game I've really wanted to get to for a long time, but the game I specifically want to shout out is South Park, The Stick of Truth, and then obviously the sequel is South Park, The Fractured But Whole, which is maybe the greatest name for a video game of all time, but these games are really funny. It's South Park, that's obvious, but I really liked the turn-based combat in this game. If you haven't, go check them out. Thank you all for listening to the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. If you like the show, please subscribe on your favorite podcast service, share with your friends, and leave a review. This past week, I finished up Resident Evil 8 Village, and since I have not beaten this game since it launched in 2021, on my second playthrough, it's fun, it's good, it's not bad, but it's really not Resident Evil to me. It just gets way too crazy, way too bombastic, and pretty creepy. It seems like Resident Evil 9 Requiem is going to be a departure from that and mix a little bit of the new with Resident Evil 7 and 8 and harken back to Resident Evil 2 and say 3 Remake, which has me very, very excited since Resident Evil is one of my favorite franchises of all time. I'm currently going through the Winter's expansion, which I've never played before. My name is Brandon Rose. You can follow me on Xbox or Brosen93. Hope you all have a great week. Stay safe and keep on gaming.